Happy Sunday, everybody. At least it's happy for some. Unfortunately, Phantasmo, as we suspected, is going to be out for a fairly lengthy period. Dislocated ankle means he's going to be out for 27 days. It says he could work through it, but I don't think you want to aggravate a dislocated ankle. So we're going to keep him out for at least a month. Hopefully he recovers soon after that. But we will, as everyone used to say, the show must go on, and that's what we shall do for Phantasmo. So let's get cracking. We kick off the show with the first semi-final match from our AWA Tag Team Tournament. Dan Striker and the Blue Tiger have defeated Soul Killer and Hydrosis, aka the Night Terrors, in 7 minutes and 50 seconds when Dan Striker pins Soul Killer. Blue Tiger got a 24 rating, Dan Striker 18, Hydrosis 20, and Soul Killer got 22. Overall, that was really good. Dan Striker was off his game, but he still picked up an 18, so that's not too terrible. Again, the Soul Killer and Tommy J. Curtis and Hydrosis, they don't work very well with Tommy J. Curtis. So that is something we need to work on in the future. I keep forgetting to do something about it, or did I? We'll find out later in the show. The crowd got hotter from this fast start to the event. 23 rating for us. That's pretty good. Next up, we have Lacey James in the ring when Thomas J. Curtis, Speak of the Devil, comes out, walking down the ring with a mission, man on the mission, and let's see what he has to say. He says, Lacey, you keep avoiding my client Rhio. She is looking for a title shot, but you just keep taking on every single other person, beating them, but you don't want to handle someone of real competition. And Lacey James responds, that's fair enough. If you think I'm dodging your client, which I'm not, I'll have a proposal for you. If she can beat me in a match later tonight, I will give her a title shot in the near future. Tommy J. Curtis smiles and says, you've got yourself a deal. And he walks back to the back with the match secured for later tonight in our main event. 20 rating for this one, and that's not too bad. Next up, we have the second match, the second semi-final from our tag team tournament. The Midlands Wrecking Crew defeats the Billington Bulldogs in 7 minutes and 23 seconds when Johnny Rose hits his damaging knee strike and pins Mark Billington 1-2-3. That sets up our main event. Well, I don't know if it's going to be main event, but it's a big match nonetheless for this upcoming event, Risky Business, which I'm calling it, between Johnny Rose and Bully Boy Carter, taking on Blue Strike Force, aka Dan Striker and the Blue Tiger, for the vacant tag team championships. That's one to look out for, I'm sure, in the future. Bully Boy Carter with a 21, Johnny Rose with a 23, and the Billington boys 21 and 15 between them. Bit of a mixed bag for those two tonight. 20 rating overall though, so that's pretty good as we move into the rest of the show. Next up, we go to the back. The camera's shaky cam. Something must have happened. They go into the backstage, and Bam Bam Booyah and Phantasmo are shown backstage. They are bloody and unconscious, and someone must have attacked them. It's apparent victims of a sneak attack. Who could possibly be behind this? Think back to last week. You might get the answer, perhaps. Paramedics appear to stretch them out of the arena, and that does not look good for two members of Fox's Freak Show. This rating gets a 22 this segment, and that continues this momentum that we have this week on this show. I don't know if it's the main event next. I think it is. We'll go on to it anyway. Yep, so in a decent match, the main event, Rhio defeats Lacey James in 7 minutes and 10 seconds by pinfall after Hydrosis hits Lacey James in the back with a weapon when the referee is distracted by Soul Killer. It looks like Rhio has become, as she teamed up with Hydrosis and Soul Killer. Nonetheless, Lacey James has been defeated, which means Rhio will get a title shot soon for the AWA Women's Championship. This gets a rating of 21, and it ends the show very hotly, but I don't think we're through, as Rhio grabs the mic and Soul Killer and Hydrosis join her in the centre of the ring. They put their hands together, hold them up to show that they are teaming together in a new faction. Rhio gets the mic and she goes, "We are Renegade," and then slams the mic down, pushes Thomas J. Curtis away after he came down to see what was going on. And it looks like there's a breakaway from the network and Renegade is the new team in town. The final segment of the show gets a rating of 20. Thomas J. Curtis, despite not really working well with his network compatriots, boosts the rating of the segment. And it might be the end of the network in its current form, but Renegade is here to stay. So that's the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please like the video. And if you continue to like the series and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch every single episode every day as we continue the series of AWA. So thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.